What's going on, everybody? This is TrendKillRadio, a rock news show about all things rock except for when it's not, brought to you by the Fantasy Foundry Entertainment Complex right here in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's just skip the formalities, hit subscribe.
Press that subscribe button with your dick tip.
And let's just get into the interview right now. So, everybody, we have Ty Oliver here from Powerman 5000. How's it going, man?
Doing okay. Trying not to lose my mind, and also trying to stay cool because it got really, really warm all of a sudden here in good old Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, over here in Cleveland, it's like, I don't know, 48.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I've been born and raised here, man. I'm so used to it. I walk out in a T-shirt every day.
No, it's you guys actually get real weather here in California. It's pretty much like, it's almost summer year round or something like that. But yeah, doing okay, man. I'm hanging in there, given all things given, I guess.
Yeah, well, like, what have you been doing now, like, to just kind of keep your sanity?
Oh, geez. Do I have it? No. I've been working on some music, watching a lot of Netflix, riding my bike a bunch, doing some home workout stuff, surfing the net a lot. Yeah, just trying to stay productive, but some days are better than others as far as that goes. Some days I'm like super motivated and I get creative and I practice guitar, the Powerman set or whatever it may be. And then other times I'm just like, I get all bummed out and like, I don't do shit for the day, but watch Netflix and,
I know, dude. Like, I have that same issue where it's just like one day I get up relatively early and,
Right.
I have a recumbent bike here so I can kind of like work
Nice.
out, listen
Kinda
to music. I know, I got it. Like,
I wish I had one.
I got it, and it was just basically holding blankets and stuff for the longest time. And then all the gyms shut down, and I went, "Oh fuck!" Because I was going to the gym like 4 days a week.
Dude, Sam, that's right across. I mean, that's like my thing, and like it shut down, and I freaked out. I'm like, "What the fuck do I do?" Like, I gotta run outside. Like, so yeah. So I feel you. Yeah.
Oh, and I hate running, man. It's just like my ankles and my knees. It's just so not good. Like, we're in somewhat of the same age bracket. Like, things are breaking down.
Like, No, dude, totally. And I, when I had nothing else to do, I ran outside or tried doing that for a couple of days, and I was like, dude, my knees hurt. I'm like getting blisters. I'm like, what?
It's so uneven.
Yeah, it's like it was just like painful, and I'm like, I got to do something. So I ended up getting a mountain bike, because I used to do that all the time, and I hadn't done it for a few years, and it just kind of like threw me into action. I was like, okay, I got to do what I got to do, and I ended up getting a bike. So I'm doing that a bunch, which is great. But anyhow,
I know I'd love to get out on my bike, but like I said, it's still in the 40s in April here. So like that wind hitting against your face too. It's just that fucking sucks, dude.
Right. Totally, man.
We've just been, do you have someone, do you live with someone?
No, I mean, I'm by myself in a little studio. I have, a neighbor that I'm super friendly with, or a couple neighbors, but, I'm in a cool, like, I'm in a nice area where it's not horrible and I'm not like super isolated. I mean, it's just me and my little place, but, I see my neighbors here and there. And, but for the most part, I mean, it's just me, man. It's just me hanging out, so
Yeesh. Yeah. I know, it's a little 4-wall prison, man.
Yeah.
Don't let it get you down, man.
Doing my best.
Good, man. Keep your head up.
Yeah.
I know, actually, my co-host, he's out in like the boonies, like 3 hours away. And he's like on some lake or something by himself.
Oh, wow.
Like, I think just his cousin, and
wow.
he's just losing it.
Yeah,
like it's out by the mountains somewhere.
I mean, dude, like things could definitely be worse. Like, I got a place. It ain't bad. I'm not sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it gets as the days go by, it's like, man, I fucking like hung out with people. Like I can't, the usual things are starting to, that you're used to doing are starting to be like, man, I miss that. Like it's been a while now, kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey man,
Yeah.
I'm here for you. I'm right here.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
With touring seemingly kind of coming to an indefinite halt, have you talked to any of your bandmates, and what do you think might happen from like, I know in like California, you guys, your kind of quarantine has been extended till May 15th, correct?
Yeah, that's the last I heard. Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
So like, has there been any discussion on what's going to happen?
We keep in touch. We have like a group text that we always just kind of like, it's either stupid jokes or, keeping everyone up to date on what's up. But the last thing was we were supposed to go out for 2 weeks at the end of March.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like, the kickoff to the year kind of thing. And that got obviously, postponed. And then we have another run that's scheduled for late June, and then all of July pretty much with Saliva and Edema. Great guys.
Yeah, I was reading about that.
Yeah, all these bands, right? And so, I mean, as far as it looks right now, like I haven't gotten the official word, but I mean, I really don't see that happening as it stands, but I haven't got the official word yet. But I have this feeling that any day now, it's kind of like, I'm just assuming it's not going to happen right now. But I don't know, man, it's pretty grim. Like everyone's in the same boat. It's not just, obviously it's not just us. It's, I mean, everybody out there is struggling and canceling things, and, everything's just getting the big bummer put on it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like
as of right now, it's not looking good. You know what I mean?
I know music, movies, and sports, like the three biggest entertainment moguls, like it's just all come to a halt, and everyone's just going like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just like, we don't, I miss going to shows. I miss it. I miss. Man.
Yeah.
Merv is probably like happy he doesn't have to like do his hair every night.
Actually, I'm sure he misses it. That guy's a ham. He loves the spotlight. So I'm sure he's going through withdrawal right now. But yeah, man, it's tough for everybody, dude. I mean, bottom line is like everybody's suffering. It's, and I guess it's really putting into perspective how fortunate we have all been to be able to do all that stuff and have that just be a regular way of life. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, I can't do these things that I could just do and not even think twice about it now. And it's just a real, it's putting a whole lot of perspective on things real quick, I guess.
I know it happened just so fast too, where it was just like,
oh yeah,
within a period of a week. Like we were on this show, we were like joking about it for a couple of weeks.
Sure.
And then just all of a sudden it was just like, oh shit, everything's shut the fuck down. Completely. I know.
Yep. I mean, it went from, just like you said, that there was like that minute there where all of a sudden it went from something I kept seeing a lot about. And then I remember within a couple of days, it was like, because I bartend too when I'm not on tour. And I remember being at one of the jobs I had, and it went from, I heard about it a couple times that night to the next day I went in, and that's all everybody was talking about. And then I swear to God, within a couple days, it was like closed, indefinite notice. Like, and then all of a sudden everyone's wearing masks and the gym's closed. I mean, within days, it was just like, whoa, like, okay, I guess.
I remember seeing your the other guitarist for Powerman, Taylor.
Yeah.
He was out with his girlfriend and was going like, oh, is this even real? We don't even think it's real. And then just like a day or two later, it was like, no, it totally is.
Exactly. I mean, it went from, wow, this is becoming a thing to like, holy shit. Okay. This is actually happening. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It's just nuts. Like, yeah, like I was saying, I'm just a little ignorant about the financial aspect of being a touring musician. Like, how is this affecting you? Like, do you have is there like, I don't know, like you guys probably don't get like a W-9 and shit. Like, do you have help from like ASCAP or like Music Cares or like, you know, I don't really know how that runs, like, but how are you doing?
Yeah, you know, I can only speak for myself and my limited experience. But you know, when we're on the road, you know, the few times a year, few times a year that we are, it's great. I do great. But in the meantime, in between any of those tours, you know, I got to hustle, man. I got to earn a living, and the struggle is real. But you know, this past year, I've been bartending, which is great. But as soon as this came about, you know, basically, I had 2 different jobs that just, bam, gone. And I filed for unemployment. I mean, I hate to break all this down. This is the real deal, guys. I'm not rich by any means, not even close.
Hey, neither am I, man. Like,
but
just toys back here. That's what I spent my money on.
awesome background, by the way.
Thank you.
No, dude. Out on the road when we are out, for my means, it's great. I do fine. But in between, it's different. So as soon as everything shut down, the jobs that I had went away like that, gone. And man, I'm struggling, dude. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm kind of like, and then the touring stuff is cut too. So, I'm basically coasting off some savings and waiting for unemployment to kick in. And if it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Rob a bank? I don't know. Are they even open? Probably not. So, you know,
they're open. It's just the ATM line.
Yeah, it's so
Can you rob someone through an ATM?
Now, man. What's that?
Can you rob someone through an ATM?
I'm just kidding, dude.
I know you are, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean, dude. But it's tough right now, man. It's super tough. I'm feeling it hard, and I'm kind of just, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. It's super sketchy right now. So, but
you've been filing and stuff, though, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I did right away. And I've done the unemployment thing before in the past. Before I was doing, you know, music professionally. I've had many a day job that, you know, I had for a while, and then I got laid off or whatever. And I've done the unemployment thing before, so I'm used to it. But this time, I've noticed that it's taking way longer. Like, I'm still kind of like, what's going on? Haven't seen any money. Done all the, you know, gone through all the steps. I'm still waiting. So, a long story short, it's sketchy for me right now, man. It's real sketchy, and I'm kind of like, I'm just winging it. I'm not sure what's going to happen. So, I mean, yes, there is the Music Cares thing, but it's a little tough because they want, you know, X things scanned, and it's like, dude, I don't have a scanner. Like, I mean, I know that sounds super lazy and stupid, but I don't have a scanner. And like, where's one at? Kinko's? I mean, are they open, or FedEx? I mean, I don't know. So
Staples.
That is definitely one option. I know a couple of people in the circle here in LA that have done that and gotten some money, and, you know, hey man, awesome, good for them. But I'm kind of like you know, doing some odd jobs here and there, under the table kind of thing, and you know, savings, and just waiting for that unemployment to come through. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I wish you the best of luck on that, man.
Yeah, totally, man.
I'm really
not
sorry,
to paint a bummer picture. It's
No.
all good. Like I said, I'm healthy. I'm not sick. I got a place to live as of right now. So
okay, well, let's get down to like a positive note.
Sure. Yeah.
Powerman 5000 has a new album coming out. I believe it's called The Noble Rot.
That is correct. Yes.
Yes. You guys are the most secretive fucking band. Like every other, I look on iTunes and shit every Friday, and I see like all the upcoming releases. We got Bush coming out in like July, and like I'm just like, you guys are so tight knit about it, and we're seeing little clips of like new music coming out. Like, what can you tell me about this album?
I can tell you.
Don't say soon.
No, it's called, I can't give you dates. I can't give you dates because honestly, that's not even decided yet. I mean, but it's in the works. It's in process. It's going to be put out through Cleopatra Records. It's called The Noble Rot. It's done. It's I think you know, there's a couple videos. We did a video actually for one of the singles, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a single because we did a video for it. But
The quarantine one.
No, we did that. That was just like a couple weeks ago. That was like but that song, yeah, that one was brand new. Spider was like, hey, like, let's do this. And we all just kind of banged it out. So that should be coming soon. I'm not sure if it'll be the first one. I'm kind of guessing it probably will be because of what's going on. But we did a video for the song Black Lipstick, which we've been playing live for a while now.
The hair, the chicks, yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's like this, you'll see. I'm not going to give it all away, but we did that one way back in October. And like, I think Spider is just kind of, he's working with the label and they're trying to figure out singles, release dates, etc., given everything that's going on, and just kind of trying to iron out the details so that we can give you guys a release date. Because as of right now, all I know is we've been playing two songs from it live for a while, and then Cleopatra is going to put it out. We got 2 videos in the pipe, so the wheels are turning. It's just, I mean, it's like, it's just a matter of time, and you know, it should be coming very soon. That like those details that you're looking for will be coming your way. I'm sure of it. So
summer, late.
I'm thinking, dude. I wish I could just spill the beans and give you the whole thing, but I can't. I don't even know. Like, I asked Spider, I'm like, yo, when's that release date? He's like, talking to Cleopatra, we're thinking this. It's like, it could be July, maybe June, August. That's just that's the loose window I've heard. So,
well, this has been like the most quickly released albums the past 3 that I've seen from your band. And I know, like, you weren't in the band like forever, but
I was a big fan, so I know how long it goes between releases.
Yeah, dude.
I totally know, dude. Yeah.
So like this lineup, like, you guys, you got Merv, and of course Spider, you, DJ, like, why do you think the band has changed like socks for the longest time? Like, why do you think this one is actually sticking together? And which I love it so much.
Yeah,
you guys are actually all stuck together,
dude. It's a weird thing, and I've heard Spider talk about it before, and it's like, it's not a matter of, I mean, obviously from the outside it looks like, man, why do they always just like, people just come and go? But it's like, you'd be surprised at how many different people just have weird issues, and shit just doesn't work out for one reason or another. They have a baby, they get married, they decide they can't tour anymore, whatever. I mean, you name it. It's like a laundry list of things. So people just come and go. But I can say that, myself, like, dude, it's a great unit. And I mean, like I said, I was a fan of the band before I got in it. So like, getting in it and then getting to meet the people and play in it has been nothing but awesome for me. So I ain't going anywhere. As long as they want to have me, I'll be there, and I feel like Merv and Rattan are the same way, like, we all get along. Like, we're all buds, you know what I mean? And even the merch guy, Mike Snyder, he's been in it longer than any of us, behind the scenes. And again, he was a fan. So I don't know, we all get along. And Spider's treats us great. He's super fun and cool and just down to earth, and like, he's just chill, and like, but he's also like a super creative, like, madman, you know what I mean? He's the brains behind it. He does way more than I ever thought. And it wasn't until I was in it and seeing it all, how it all works, that I was like, wow, he's like the guy. He is this band. Like, anyhow, getting off topic a little bit, but
no, keep going, man.
I just think we all get along, and we all genuinely enjoy it and have fun hanging out and like doing the things. So like, there's no reason to leave, you know what I mean? For us, and I can't speak I can't speak for anybody else before us or whatever. I mean, maybe they got better opportunities, or they had their own band and just wanted to do that, once they did the thing for a while, they're like, hey man, I got to do my own thing too. But so there's a million reasons why people come and go, but I'm glad that the guys that are in it, Merv and Rattan, that have been there since I started are there, because they're fucking awesome, man. And like, again, I feel lucky to be there, and like we all get along and have fun and we all enjoy it. So I don't know, I guess if that's an answer.
No, that's absolutely great.
Yeah.
No, because like I met you guys. I opened up for you at the Cleveland Agora a couple like 3-4 years ago or something like that.
Oh
And
man, I think I know. I remember you, dude.
Yeah.
I remember you. Holy shit.
I was talking to you on like the balcony, and then like I snuck downstairs with my now fiance. And like, you know, if you watch this interview, I'm going to post the picture of all of us.
I remember now.
And I snuck down there, and I like knocked on the door, and it was a total Wayne's World, like a backstage pass moment. And
Alice, is this cool? Yeah, come on in.
Spider was like, "Who the hell are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm Sean Ryan. I'm in Nasty. I opened up for you."
Dude, I remember you now.
Goes, "Oh yeah, come on in." And really cool. And you guys were all great. And it was like one of those experiences. Like I met Scott Weiland like a couple weeks before he passed. Like it was just one of those things where it's just like Powerman's always been such a huge like favorite of mine that you know, it was just really nice to meet some really nice down to earth guys that were just willing to talk to me for like 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah, dude, of course. Dude, I completely and totally remember that show and you coming back. I remember the whole thing.
I had like the skeleton jacket that Rob actually has.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
from the alley in Chicago, I got that.
Oh no, nice. Which is a great store. That's a fucking awesome store. But
I know.
I was gonna say real quick, that was a killer show. We were with Head PE.
Yeah.
And we haven't played that place since. And that was like super fun. That was like a great show. So that's really cool. I'm glad you brought all that up because that was fun.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need any leads on where to play in Cleveland, man, I can gladly give you some. We're sponsored by the Foundry Fantasy Entertainment Complex right here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Good place. Thanks for anytime we play there. The couple times we have since I've been in it, it's been great. So thank you, everybody. You guys rule. Yeah.
Yes. Chris Zitterbart, you too. Fuck. I'm trying to like read without making it look like I'm reading.
That's okay. I wouldn't have known.
We'll wrap it up soon. But
sure.
Like you've had probably a ton of time to discover some new music now that we've been locked down for like a month. So have I. Like I've found out the new Asking Alexandria.
All I wanted was violence to plant the seeds and get violence.
Piggy D's side project, the Haxons. The Used just came.
Yeah, they played in LA like, oh man, that's with
the chick from New Year's Day.
Yeah,
Amy?
Right? Ash Costello.
Ash Costello. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard I remember they played the Viper Room. And it was before all this just went down, but it was not that long ago. I remember hearing about it, and that they're out there doing the thing, and I haven't heard it, but.
I've been like up to date on like Bring Me the Horizon. Like they're doing like a whole docu-series on Instagram, et cetera. But what I came across once again, Raygun Romance, which is your other project.
It is. It's my original music project. It's my baby. It's that's my creative outlet, man. Yeah.
So like who like you were the main like writer, composer. Who else are you working with on that?
Okay, so basically I'll break it down. It's something that I started. I make all the basic music, tracks, just me and a keyboard and like guitar, whatever I feel like throwing on there.
Yeah, I got all that. Like you can't see it.
Right.
Same thing.
It's right. I'm sitting here at my computer thing. But yeah, so I program a bunch of stuff. I might throw guitars on it. I might throw some bass, whatever it may be. And then I was working for the first 6 songs that are out now on Spotify and YouTube and all that, all the streaming stuff. There was a vocalist named Natalie she wrote all the lyrics and like melodies, all the vocals on top of it. But then we had some really awesome guest vocalists that I just kind of lucked out and had contribute their talents to. Daniel Graves from
Graves.
Aesthetic Perfection, total fucking fan. I'm a fanboy, and like the fact that he did that was awesome. Again, same with Ryan Shuck from, dude. And I
Well,
mean,
he's the new lead singer for Edema, isn't he?
Edema, right? Who we just toured with. So like,
Yeah.
I got to be there, and like, because I'd been emailing and like randomly texting him, and like I'd never met him, but I was just bugging him. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get you on this thing. And he was like, he was always nice and super nice about it. So I'm like, oh shit, we're touring with him. Like, now I'm gonna bug him every day about it. And like, he was totally just nothing but cool right from day one. So that was really a great thing, and how that all happened. It happened very organically, but like, he was like, dude, of course I'll do it. Just barely even knows me, just nothing but nice. So getting him on the track, one of the tracks was awesome. And then another one, Sammy Dahl from IMX and the band Bullet Height.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did some vocals on a track. I mean, dude, all these people that, you know, could have just told me to like F off or whatever. Like, they just, you know, were cool and down to be a part of it. So that honestly really just made it something special to me, aside from it just being a creative outlet. It was like, wow, I get to have these people who are just awesome and like super talented be a part of it. So that's really helped it, you know, come to a level that I was hoping it would, or even beyond it. But
I know, you know, like Love Like Mine is actually my favorite.
Oh, thanks, man, dude. Cool. Yeah, that one.
I don't know if anyone guessed it
one.
on that, but I really fucking dig it when it starts kicking in.
Dude,
like
thanks, man.
I dig
Thank you,
it,
dude.
I really like it.
Yeah, I was
And
like, again, just real quick, that one had Natalie, the main singer on it, but then there was this another female vocalist. Her name's Mad Gallica, and she does backing vocals for a band who I can't say the name, but they're very popular in the rock world. That's all I can say. But it's a big secret, so that's all I can say.
Britney Spears, dude. I know it's Britney Spears.
No, not poppy. It's rock. It's very rock. But anyhow, she was on there, and yeah, that was that's the latest one I just put out. That was the last of the like initial 6 that were like I had done, and I worked with this producer, David Nazi, Mixbus TV. He really brought all those songs. He mixed and mastered and added his own like 2 cents, basically produced it. And he really took my demos and then, you know, the vocals and just like brought them to life. So it's like, yeah, the initial thing comes from me, but it couldn't get where it's at without the other input from these awesome, talented people. So thank you for listening, man. That's like, it means a lot to me. It's, the numbers are like small on it, but it's like, that's my baby, dude. And I'm going to continue doing it. It's not going to stop. It'll just have different singers on it. So yeah.
That's cool, man. That's really awesome. I know, like you were talking about Ryan Shucker, you were just bugging him. That's basically what I did with you.
Yeah.
This week, I was like, I know I could do it. We follow each other on like Facebook and Instagram and shit. I'm like, hey, I've met the guy. It's fine. It's cool.
Dude, totally, man. Yeah. So thanks for asking me. Like, and it's a trip because I didn't even know that it was you. But now you're like, oh, and like, now I remember the whole thing. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I remember that. Yeah, okay, yep, totally.
Yeah, no, it was like one of the greatest nights. My fiance is like, we still talk about that too. People,
nice, dude, awesome, man. Yeah, that was a bunch. That was like, I had like only been in the band for like.
You were a newbie, months. Yeah. You still had like
I was a newbie. Little spiky short hair. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Fuck. Let's get down to some stupid ones. What's your favorite song that you like to play? Like, is there anything that someone else wrote that you're just like, wow, I would have never thought of that. Like, that is fucking wild, and you know, like that's a really cool one to play.
In Powerman?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I mean the original. Well, there's really not. I like to play almost all of them. I mean, they're all fun. And that's one of the coolest things about the band is like, it's like so fun. And like, it's just, I can't emphasize how fun it is. So, but, oh man, I'm trying to think of, there was one that we used to play, and I think we were playing it on that tour you saw us still, but it got cut from the set. And I wouldn't say it like blew me away as far as man, I wouldn't think of that, but it was just, I just remember the groove of it, and the riff was like, there's something about it that every time we came to it, I would just be like, fuck yeah, man, I love this song. That was We Want It All, off the
yeah.
Yeah, we don't play that anymore, but like, that one was just, there's something about it, man. I just remember really digging it. I mean, that's not to take away from anything else we play right now, because another one that's good, that's a real fun one that's in the current set is Footsteps. We didn't play it when that hadn't come out yet. That's off New Wave.
That one, and what is it, Die on Your Feet? Those are my two favorite fucking tracks off that last album. They're so heavy. Like, I wish it would be so sweet if you guys just like went balls to the wall on an album and just did a whole album just like that.
It's really up to the, you know, our fearless
Maestro.
leader, Spider. It's up to the maestro, but and what mood he's in, you know what I mean? So but yeah, dude, Die on Your Feet, killer song. We never did that one live, and I thought we were going to, and we haven't done that yet. So maybe in a future set, but yeah, that one. And then there was Hostage from that album. I thought that'd be a slammer live, and like we just haven't played it. But Footsteps we've been doing for a couple of years, and it's like always fun. And like, you can just tell that people, even if they haven't heard it, they just react right away. Like immediately, it just gets the crowd like into it, and that's when you know a song is like got something, because even if you've never heard it, you're like into it. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, immediately, like as soon as I heard that song, because I was mildly familiar with Die on Your Feet, because there was like a 30-second
There's a clip of it, yeah.
Yep. So I was like, oh my God, what is that? And
it's a banging
I just
track,
could not wait for that album to come out. And it's like, well, Spider, if you're watching, what the fuck, man? Come on.
He might. You never know.
I'll say it to your face.
You should. He'd probably like that. Yeah.
That would be wild too. I was thinking, like, has there ever been a discussion? Like, I know there's so much backlog, like huge history of like big songs, Bombshell, Nobody's Real and stuff. Like, has there ever been like a discussion of like, you know what? There's so many solid songs in the history. Like maybe we should
absolutely
like half a set of, you know, like intermingled, but like half a set of just like, let's do Megatronic or Dangerous Go.
Oh man, dude, I voted for that one before, Dangerous Go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. And
totally.
Time Bomb, and like, oh man, what was the other one? There was Show Me What You Got.
Yeah, I Can't Fucking Hear You. It's not like the heaviest song, but that is so groovy though. Like it's in the
It's a trip, because it's a trip you mentioned that one, because when I very first joined the band, the very first quick little few shows I did, we did this quick run. It was kind of like, I don't know, my trial or whatever.
Yeah. And
we used to play I Can't Hear You. That was in the set. And then after that, I don't think we ever played it again. But I remember that being in there. And it's super different. That's a different song for Powerman. It's like a little bit down tempo and like kind of more groovy, like you said.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe. But
you can bounce to that though. Like it doesn't matter. You don't need to rage. You can bounce. Like, and you know, just let people up a little bit and just let it kind of fall off the cuff. And
but to answer your question real quick, yes, that whole thing has come up, and like Spider has like painstakingly, you know, gone over the whole thing and been like, well, what can we take out and what can we add? And then like, well, if we get rid of this, and it comes down to like, man, people definitely want to hear this. They definitely want to hear, you know, we can't get, you know, all of a sudden it gets, yes, there's a ton of material, but like all of a sudden it gets very small with, hey, we only have X amount of time and we have to play these songs. And all of a sudden you're only left with like this little gap, and you're like, well, shit, you know, like it's a pretty good set the way it is. Like maybe one or two things we'll try and throw in there. And so it definitely has come up, and, you know, I'll throw in my 2 cents here and there. Like you said, like, I'm like, Dangerous Go, or like, you know, let's play Action Man, come on. Or like, They Know Who You Are. I would
Yeah.
love to play
Yes.
that one.
Yes.
Fuck, I would love to play that song.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, dude, we gotta play that song. And like, Rattan has played some of these, and he's like, oh, we used to do that. It was fun. You know, it was all right.
I know. I was even thinking like Blast Off to Nowhere. Like, there's
Oh,
got to be
shit.
someone that could someone in the band could probably do Rob's parts and scream like a madman, to offset Spider.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that you know, people. The other one's free, and that one comes and goes from the set. But it's some of them you think. Oh, there was another one. Shit. Automatic.
Yes.
Yeah,
and all my friends are ghosts is my favorite track.
Yeah, dude, that's a good album. That's a good album.
I know it's not like you can't find it anywhere. Like I luckily already like bought it a long time. Yeah, I bought it a long time ago.
Me too, man.
And that album's weird. It's different, but like that song is so goddamn solid.
Yeah, it's real good.
It's just a solid 4 on the floor. Like you can't make a. I lost train of thought.
I lost my train of thought.
But you know what I mean.
That album is like Destroy You Enjoy is. It's of course it's gonna throw off your average fan that they know, you know, the hits or whatever, and then they hear that and they're like, what the fuck is this? But like, dude, it's a great rock album, and there's a bunch of catchy songs on it, and it's very well done. You know, it's almost like, I mean, it makes sense if you follow the progression from Transform into that one. Like, it's very much, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely the oddball, I would say, out of the catalog. You know.
Yeah.
And now it's hard to find, like you said, you can't.
That must be tied up in some kind of legal shit or whatever
totally
with whatever label that was on at that time.
That's exactly it. Yeah. And Spider's even mentioned that because we're like, how come it's not on Spotify or anything? He's like, oh, blah, 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 this label, they, you know.
No, they even got like True Forces still on like Apple Music and like, Mega Kung Fu Radio, everything, all that shit. But
totally, man.
All right, we're going to wind down. Like, who is your favorite artist out right now? Who do you think is actually who's on the rise? Like, in my opinion, it's been Code Orange. I have seen leaps and strides. Code Orange, check them out.
Okay.
They have like 3 different singers. Everybody plays their instruments and sings at the same time. There's a screamer, there's a growler, and there's a girl who sings. And she's got like a pretty decent baritone that like, it works. Code Orange. But that aside, like who do you see coming up right now that you think is going to do something?
Off the top of my head, I mean, and I listen to a lot of pop stuff, a lot of alternate. I guess it's not even
Taylor Swift.
Anymore. No, not Taylor Swift. That would be Mike Snyder, the merch guy. He's
just wanna shake.
Yeah. No, but hey, that's your thing, right on. But I mean, they're not really new anymore at this point, but I love the 1975. They're fucking awesome. There's a rock band out of LA that's majorly coming up. And they're younger kids, and they're called Palais Royale, or I think that's how you pronounce it. But they opened a few shows for Manson over the summer, but they're coming in hot, man. They're a really good one.
Palais Royale?
Yeah, Palais Royale. I think that's what they're called. Yeah,
how would you spell that?
It's like PAY. Just Google it, man. You'll find them. They're like little pretty boy rocker kids, and but they're really good, dude. They're really good. And they're just like coming in hot. They got a really strong fan base, and they're young and they're fresh. Another one is, in the LA scene, nightclub, electronic stuff, really, really cool people, and they're just really good. Definitely influenced the Raygun Romance stuff. Dude, off the top of my head, I hate it because somebody will ask me this question, and as soon as I stop talking to you, like in an hour, I'll think about the same question and have like 50 bands I could name off. Right now, I'm like, I don't know. So those are a few off the top of my head, but yeah. And there's a lot of good new music out there. I think the music scene, I know everyone loves to hate on it, but I think it's fucking great. I think it's doing just fine. I think it's great,
you gotta dig. I think you just gotta dig. You
gotta dig. You gotta dig.
Oh, it says my internet connection is unstable.
Oh,
I can relate.
We're all unstable.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, man. No, I guess my point being is that, like you were saying, I feel like there's tons of great music out there right now. It's as fresh and great as ever and thriving. Just like you said, you got to dig a little bit. Depending on what you like. I mean, if you like fucking pop and hip hop, then holy shit, it's your fucking playground. But like,
Yeah.
and even if you don't, if you like other stuff, you're looking, you know, dude, there's tons of good music out right now. Just dig a little, man. That's all.
I think it's such a shame, and I'm not like familiar with the other markets, but I mean, like rock radio is like, we're still playing, like, I'm just going to call it oldies. We're still playing Nirvana from 91.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No,
and
totally.
it's like, dude, like, all right, I got Guns N' Roses tattoo. I love GNR, you know, you can see him back there. Like, yeah, but like, man, I've heard them a million times. I don't need
all
to
have.
that. I like, and Bon Jovi and AC/DC. I get it. Okay, they're great.
Yep.
They're gonna survive on Rock Band on your PS4 forever. Don't worry about it. But like, it's just with pop music, like it just new stuff comes out every 3 months. They are not playing in sync anymore. They're not playing New Kids on the Block. They're playing what's new, what's hot right now. And it's like, I wish rock radio would just like get their shit together and do the same thing today.
Dude, and that like, you know, another good one that's out that's a little more modern is the Struts. I fucking love that band. That's like great.
Oh, I saw them open up for Foo Fighters like a year ago, 2 years ago or something. They're fantastic.
Band, dude. So
I went like right out and bought the album. Right on iTunes, man.
Bam.
They were good. Struts. Check them out. Just one final question. I asked this of all my interviewers, interviewees.
Sure.
Favorite pizza, what kind and from where?
Oh shit.
Think hard. You've been around the country, man. Come on. You gotta have.
You know what's terrible? You know what happens? You know,
you eat pizza every fucking day when you're on the road?
Spider does just about, but he's a Domino's man. But I know it's funny. It's super funny. But dude, okay, well there's a god damn, dude. Shit. You're catching me on a there's a
take your time. Take your time.
There's a place where I grew up, Santa Cruz, California. It's called Santa Carla in Lost Boys.
They're only noodles, Michael.
That's where I grew up.
Yeah.
That was my hometown.
No shit.
Oh yeah. And anyhow, there's a place called Pleasure Pizza, and they had some way back. I mean, it's still around. But they had this. I don't know. They had this one that had like fucking artichoke on it, and like, dude, it was like loaded with the works. It was insane, and I just remember that being really good. So that's the best I can do right now, man. It's either that or just put pizza on my face, and I'll probably eat it. So, I fucking pineapple and all. I don't care. Everyone can hate on that. I don't give a shit.
Hey, man. You know, fuck them. Who cares? But hey, thank you so much, Ty Oliver, everybody from Powerman 5000 and Raygun Romance. Be sure to go check out Raygun Romance and watch out for the new Powerman 5000 album, The Noble Rot, coming out soon. Soon is what we're just always told. Soon.
Yes.
But really nice guy. Thank you so much for talking to me and taking your time out.
Talking to me, man. I'm just.
I hope we had a fun time. You know, we got through. I don't know, like, oh shit, we've been talking for like 45 minutes, but
works for me, man. Hopefully, other people will be as entertained as we were talking to each other. So
they will watch 5 minutes of this and turn it off. I'm familiar with my viewers, and they have no loyalty.
Hey, man, I'm glad to be here. So thanks for having me, man.
Thanks, man. I hope I kind of brightened up your day, and thank you so much, man. It was really awesome to talk to you, and I can't wait to talk to you again and see you in the future in person when you come through Cleveland, Ohio. Come here. You're always around Cleveland.
I swear that tour we were supposed to do in June, July, I swear there was like, I know there was a Cleveland date. I think there was like a couple of them. So,
fucker.
But anyhow, I don't know. Hopefully it'll all go back to normal sooner than later. And, you know, dude, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
That was awesome, man. Thank you so much. Ty, have a good night, buddy.
You too, dude. Cheers.
Later. Well, that was fun as hell. Thank you so much to Ty Oliver from Powerman 5000 and Raygun Romance. Please be sure to check out both those things. Please be sure to also subscribe to us. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and obviously YouTube. Check out our show. It usually airs every Wednesday at 8:30. I want to get back to the show. We will be back every Wednesday. So thank you guys so much. Good night.
I ain't farting on no snare drum.